So we walked the narrow path. We walked the narrow pathway. I'm gonna talk to you guys about why and how you need to wear fabric in my last video. I just talk about it, but I'm gonna put you guys up on game. You guys are making this journey with me right now. I've never been in this trail before. I just found this little area that I never journeyed to, and usually I just like to go and get away from all the technology and shit like that, even though we're not too far from it and it travels by wind. That's why the Prince of the Air wants 5G so much and is pushing this agenda, because people are being influenced by him. And I believe, but this is just my own observation, is that with the 5G, it's trying to be omnipresent. And that's where technology plays its part in this satanic agenda. So pretty much, if you can see, like, around me, if you can see the energy, if you can see the frequencies or the EMFs, if they could be in visible form, because you need machines for that. And there's testers that you can use, and a lot of people already know about this, that would be able to measure if there's any kind of EMFs right here or anything like that. So it wouldn't really matter. It's just that I'm trying to explain to you that that's why I wear the fabric, And as a targeted individual, you start to question how these people are tracking you, because they're using technology that's far more advanced than what we are supposed to know. We're not supposed to know about this stuff. And once people start to find out how strong, how powerful this technology really is, and it can be used to single out certain people that are going against the system. So, if you want to talk about the system and expose what they're doing, and this like COINTELPRO or policing country that we're living in, like Citizens on Patrol and stuff like that, you're gonna get some heat coming your way, and it doesn't really freaking you gotta be prepared, you know. This ain't something for the weak-hearted. You gotta be prepared to deal with a lot of shit, because they're monitoring everything about you. They know what makes you tick. They know what you like. They know where you go. They know how you think. And then they load that information up into an AI. And then the AI tries to predict what you're gonna do or your next move is. And even if you have a cell phone or a car, they'll embed certain technology in it to monitor your thoughts and shit like that. So usually they run 4 cars, 3 cars. Sometimes they're just by themselves, but they'll regroup. They'll like start to form a formation. And the technology is the main key how they operate, because you know, without technology their system will fall apart. So, you know, it's just me standing alone, just one, believe in one God, and that's it, you know. And the source where that came from, you know, I'm not scared, because, you know, people that know me, they know the type of person that I am, and like, I don't give a fuck, you know. I'm not scared of this program. I'm just smart. I learned from my lessons, you know, from dealing with certain shit and dealing with certain people. And if you don't learn, you're just gonna keep letting people step all over you, because they don't give a fuck. All they worried about is their reputation in this program, and to like make themselves look good, and to make money, pretty much. So they try to act like they're all hard, and they're like, you know, I'm going to hell. And man, like, a lot of these motherfuckers are soft as fuck. They're like weak. You don't got nothing to worry about. There are some sick motherfuckers out there though, you know, and I'm one of them. But not in that way, you know. I don't go be stalking fucking people for money. I'm not gonna, you know. I'm sick in the mind where I'll fucking have to put in some work if I had to, you know. If I could fucking murk these people for the shit that they're doing, I wouldn't hesitate. But, you know, God's laws, and it says thou shalt not murder, but not thou shalt not kill. So if you had to defend your life, you know, then that's what you gotta do, you know. That's how I feel. And you know, it's the, you know, the air, you know, you see these branches moving. You see, like, the air, it travels, you know what I mean? And I used to live in apartments that the door would shut, a glass door would shut, and and like, we didn't get service right there. So what we had to do is we'll open up the glass door and stand right by the window, and we'll get service. So obviously certain frequencies or certain signals travel, okay? And that's how they monitor us. And that's why I wear the fabric, all right? Because it's just crazy like that. The wind, you know? That's why perps, whenever I change my shit up, I'll pass by them and they'll roll their windows up and shit, because my frequency is leaking out from my window and going in. They're already programmed to like suck up this information, so they get this bad taste or bad feeling in their head, and it's not going along with the normal order of things. So they get discomforted, and they don't like it, and they know it, and they're mad because they're like rolling around, and like every time I'll change my shit up, like, they don't get paid. I don't think the phone will collect it, or it won't allow them to make money. So not only do they get upset because they're not able to make money, but they get upset because it's bothering them too. And I'm making them known that it's bothering them. Like, my presence is making them feel a certain way. And to see that because with as being a empowered individual, you don't see them really just you only see them as smiling or stressed out in their cars, you know. That's all you see them doing. And for sure, there's another little cut through here. This is a nice ass spot, bro. I'm gonna freaking mark this one down. There's another little trail that way. I want to kind of go see what's up, but next time I'll probably come. I'm gonna take this trail down, see what's up with that. Yeah, man, it's a dope ass site. Try to get the light in the background, you know. Yeah, but they get mad because they target us, so we're just like dealing with the stress of being followed around and shit like that, and people pulling in front of us and shit like that, because that's mainly what it is for me, for my targeting, you know. Is that they're reading my brain frequencies, and they're like knowing my next step. And I hate when they do that. Any normal person would be like, why the fuck are these fucking perps doing this shit, you know what I mean? And how does it work? And once you start scratching your head and you're like, all right, let me think about this shit, and you start putting the math together, putting the science together, it's not all spiritual, you know. These people are demonic people, you know, don't get me wrong, they're fucking demonic people, but it's technological big time. That's how it all works. They used to use witchcraft and shit like that against people, but I think it's gotten to a point where that shit don't work anymore, you know. It's rarely effective unless you're living a life of sin, and you know God's hedge of protection isn't on your life. Then you're able to get targeted with witchcraft and shit like that. But if you're an empowered individual, you know, and that blessing is upon your life, you know, you're testing God's patience when you fuck up, but you still your path is pretty much paved out, and as long as you stay on it. So yeah, bro, just the wind carries them EMFs or whatever frequencies, or you know, the prince of the air. I mean, that's just my assumption. You could take it how you want to take it, but this program is nothing but evil. And as you can see, I'm rolling solo, you know. I don't just go take time to just talk about this to lie to the people, you know what I mean? I'm taking time out of my day, out of my life, because I got plans. I got good plans coming up. And when you guys keep watching, if you guys keep watching, you're gonna see me come up. And you know, I'm gonna use this money for good. I want to invest it, you know. I want to help people, like kids, whoever. Like, I'm always helping hand to people, but like they'll take that for advantage, kindness for weakness. So you just gotta be smart on who you help, you know. You can't help everybody, but there are people out there that need help, you know. And sometimes it's just an ear to listen, or to talk to somebody, or you know, to be there for somebody, like to be a real friend, you know. Not none of this phony ass shit, stab them in the back and doing all kinds of scandalous shit, because that's how we're used to being treated. And we just shut ourselves out from the world, and we don't want nothing to do with love. We don't want nothing to do with relationships. And you know, and then we gotta start wearing masks and shit. But yeah, like, fuck all that shit. If anybody knew me and they would see me, I wouldn't be wearing this mask. People see me in the street, they don't see me with this mask. They don't see, you know, people that if they wanted to get to know me, they wouldn't see this side of me, you know. This is just representing for to better, you know, to better things, and not to fucking give into this fucking whack ass system. But you know, like, just stay strong, you know. Stay strong, stay positive, and focus on the things that make you happy and shit. Like, you know, if you want to search for God, I would suggest you do that. The true God, not the God of this world, because he's just temporary. He'll promise you the things of this world and riches and fame and shit like that, but you'll never get it. You'll never be fulfilled in your heart. You'll never, all that money, all that shit, it will never fulfill you. So, you know, if you want to have a real relationship, like, nothing phony, you know, looking on your phone and like plotting and scheming and doing all kinds of shit, because that's what perp shit is all about. It's just fucking scheming and plotting and like looking at your next come up and shit. Like, you really want to live that life? Like, I'm good, yo. Like, I'd rather have something fucking fruitful, something fucking meaningful and shit. But yeah, you know, that's just me. I don't know about other people. But I'm gonna let you guys go, you know, praise Yahshua. And just keep your head up, keep it moving, focus on yourself, and rise above.